Fishpond construction. Making use of whatever resources you have around you. Fighting the force of the Catty Eel River. I have a more advanced version of calling them across the river now. Let's go over there. And I'll explain a bit more there. Last time, the guys started the fish pond repair with wood, before the bamboo eventually arrived. So this bamboo was pulled by Carabao earlier. There's just a bit of it, not a huge amount yet, simply because we're waiting for the rest of it to come later. Then tomorrow morning we're really going to do it. It's dripping on my camera, which is not waterproof. Only a little bit. Right, let's go over there, let's have a look at how the work's going now, because it's low tide, so they will have started. Where have I put my car keys? Don't tell me I left them in the ignition. Very clever of me.
Dagko.
Ha? Dagko? Dagko? Oh, di pa ikaw sa kuwan. Sa kuwayan.
Kaya ka mo?
Mga 130 tanan, pero 60 lang kahapon.
Karon?
Karon kanina, kuwan unya, mga 70. Ay, sige ko hulog, karon. Damlog sa ulan lagi. Ay, ang chinelas. Lapot po imong kuwan. Sunino, no?
Kawayan.
Oh, na, maayo. Timing kaayo. Nagkuha mo kuwan, kahoy, tapos
Kahoy na unta, iambot ng kawayan.
Oo, lagi. Sige lang. Basta na This is our tried and tested method of protecting the house using earth bags. So you see here they've put sacks on the outside. Sacks will hold it in. Sacks aren't going to fall through, and then you put mud on the inside. So we're doing a bit of widening. But this will be strong. This will be really solid. This is very heavy work, with each sack weighing at least 50 kilos.
Look.
Ayaw, itong kuwan. Mga dito tayo sa kuwan. Gani?
Gani na tayo.
Dagko sa kuwan na sako.
Sa sunod, kung parik ko kuwan sako, huwag ka nang gamay lang. Pahingon ng kuwan ng tagi sa shop. Mugamit ng kuwan ng dako sa ubos, tapos ng gamay sa taas. Sige, wala siya kabalo ang kuwan sistema, Davy. Oo. Sige lang. Plano sa una, o dakang mga kuwan dako, pero kulang sila sa kuwan. Kulang siya sa dako. So naggamay na lang. Salamat sa kuwan. Salamat sa Ginoo. Okay, The next part of the work is just as heavy. Digging out mud cubes that they call tablia. Yabayay!
Abroad, ano ba ito, US? May trabaho, fishpond, look, ay.
So they're just digging mud cubes out of the mud. clavo with what's called a tagad. So it's what I bought before. Big old leaf spring, piece of metal, shaped, formed, and then it's sharpened so you can easily cut into the mud.
Dat go no? Dat go kawaii? Di ba ikaw sa akin kawaii na?
And like in many rural areas, Carabao is the only practical way to haul it, so we didn't overload her. And so I came back later that day to see them put together a bamboo raft called a gacket. So what we're making is called a gacket. We're just going to use this, it's a big bamboo raft. We're going to use it to put big cubes of mud on or anything we need to transport from the other side of the pond. The good mud is at the back, and of course the house is at the front. So yeah, it's just transport. I had some of these before. The ones before the bamboo was a bit straighter, but we'll live. I rode one of these once. It's slightly scary with a camera, but these are wide, so they're probably less scary. The gackets are then lashed together using nylon. Round timber used as a support. And it has to be lashed tightly, so it won't fall apart under loads of over 1 ton. These are the posts that will be at the side, like we have the wood already. On the other side, the other parts, we're going to use bamboo, stick bamboo straight in. It'll hold the sacks in. The good thing about it is it's in the salt water. The salt is naturally going to go against the bok as they call it. The salt will naturally preserve it. 20-foot long raft. It's big, transports a lot. It's just what you need for the fish pond, because this will be used at high tide. At low tide you pile at the bottom, you get your mud nearby. High tides you pile at the top, you get your mud further away. There's a system which I'll show you. And the test run across the river was going to be loaded. Things which I keep going near and getting ants on me are for the big fence. So for the main supports are wood, and then the in between will be bamboo. I'll show you tomorrow. I've got no bug sight. I can't get in this boat and surprise them by showing up. That might be amusing.
Mo mag 18-wheeler, pag-parking, no?
Articulated, Jud.
Di sa gabada, no? Okay lang, dako nga yan.
The next day started where we left off, building the slope protection up to its full height. Unable to use the gacket yet because it would become stuck in shallow water, the guys chose to complete the outer support first. This side we're just curving it around a bit, because if I just protect the house, then the next part that's going to break is right in front of the dock. So it's much better we curve it in gradually so that doesn't happen. We're using wood for the main round timbers for the main posts, then bamboo goes in between. Simply because you can't nail bamboo very easily. It likes to snap. I'm getting an extra, like a semi-high fence, like a child height fence. You know, when I first set out to really do this work here, it was all about this house and saving this house, which I put a lot of blood, sweat and tears into this. Even if I wasn't the one who built it, it was there were a lot of struggles building this. There's beauty in being in isolated places sometimes. Not all the time. You need some balance, but this place is really incredible, because I made clear from the start that I'm not going to commercial fishing again. I don't want that. I don't need that stress in my life. But this base is good. And so we'll start with that for protection. And before I go back to Davao for a few days, setting out the other boundaries. I am going to convoy with Mr. Single Engineer, not married engineer. He's gone already. What I like about coming up here is this is all Epidemic Sounds music. Very serious person.
Hold up, 1 second. 5, 4,
3, 2, 1. You can't play
And
it.
this part's gonna be in silence! Kulas, the saboteur of other vlogs. Not really, I'm only joking.
Yes.
I know you just showed up, but I'm leaving.
Yeah, dude, you know what?
What?
There's a good chance you might not see me until mid-December. No joke.
We're hiding from each other. We're living our separate lives.
Listen, that's not true. We're not separating. We're together forever. I'm not wearing my headband. I feel naked, man.
I'll have to blur your head.
Literally, someone came up to me in the street, man. It was like, hey, I saw a meme about you on the internet, and it was talking about how we don't think you ever change your headband. And then they asked me like, do you wash them? So the truth is, I have many, and I make new ones, and I do wash them. But I use this one's a running one, so it's gross. Like I use it for running. Yeah. Anyways,
The running headband. Anyway,
Anyways.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye. No, I'll see you probably on
Yeah,
You'll
probably.
be back Saturday? No,
Yes,
we'll still be here.
that's Saturday. Okay, I'll still be here. I can still be a bad influence for one last day. Then things got really weird, and I ran away as quickly as possible.
In a world of pure imagination, take my hand and let me grab your camera as it ends. Take care, drive safe, man.
That's alright, I'm convoying with engineer, I can't drive fast.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm jealous.
He's gonna control
jealous.
my very, very good driving.
Probably go to get food in Tagum because I'm jealous.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get food in Tagum and I'm gonna get emo about fish pond.
Say, and show me something about food in Tagum that I haven't eaten that I'll be jealous of. Vlog it. Be like, Kulas, look what I ordered. Haha, sucker. Does that make sense?
I just like the framing of this
Yeah,
camera.
I feel like you're looking at my legs.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I'm just like the framing because it's got the things. No, I don't. Put your legs away. Put your legs away, please. I might get emo with engineer. No, I won't. We're just gonna drive when engineer's ready. Engineer is the fastest driver in Davao. Single engineer is always trying to impress the ladies by driving really, really fast. He doesn't. He drives really, really slowly.
Offensive driving ba?
I drive very, very offensively. I'm an offensive driver. Right, let's get on the road.
Your driving are opposite of mine.
So I went ahead to get a few things in Bob's first, knowing the engineer could catch me up. Kulas told me to go somewhere new and exciting to eat in Tagum, but I need a snack. Get a 7-Eleven hot dog because he'll hate that. Why doesn't he like 7-Eleven hot dogs? Arte, perhaps. Why am I speaking in this voice? I'm not David Attenborough. I think she's taking the last one. Victory for Kulas. Let's see what else I can get. On a familiar road back to Davao, I stopped in an unfamiliar place to regain some energy. I'm, for some reason, sleep deprived. I don't know what. My body just woke me up at like 5 AM today and said, yeah, that's enough. When I go back to Davao, I spend time with my family, you know. So it's good to have that balance, and it's good to have that separation, yeah, as well, actually. It's good to have that separation from my, I'm gonna call it work. No one will believe me. I didn't believe it before I started it either. I thought, this is easy. No. One video is about 20 hours of work. There was lots of stuff in my brain, and this always happens. It sounds very good up here, and then by the time I get the camera out, I've lost my way. So with this in mind, I headed back to Davao, trying to put my thoughts into sentences. Now I've got to work out where on earth I park on a weekday in the busiest part of Oyunguruin. They're a bit dirtier, but these are half the price as I paid last time, so come to this place. I feel more alive now. Get out of the truck and drone a little bit, that helps. I didn't catch it on film. I got a little bit afraid. I went through a light on yellow, and then the TMOs jumped out. And it wasn't for me. I checked in my mirror, someone came through behind me on red. Sack trading. You can always buy anything used in any kind of volume, amount, whatever in the Philippines. Love it, absolutely love it. To be honest, I want to be able to see out of the... what's it called? Mirror. So I'm gonna put 5 pesos in the car wash and let's see how long it lasts. This might be funny. Oh, look! The most powerful car wash in Davao Oriental. I need to wash off my camera too now. My friend who owns this one, he worked in Saudi for years, and he said this is the most powerful car washable. Am I covered in mud? Everyone's looking at me funny. If anyone ever asks me again why Daot, I'm going to show them this clip. Alright, I'm going to hold on to it this time.
Hey!
Oh, they love it.